Texas lawmakers pushing for your pet's rights as they overwhelmingly pass House Bill 285, known as Pancho's Promise. This bill inspired by a family's nightmare. Imagine you take your pet to a dog boarding or daycare facility when suddenly you're told they're gone, they'd run away. But it turns out, in fact, your dog was dead, stuffed inside of a trash can. When it comes to any criminal charges, nothing can be done. That was the situation in 2021 that prompted the push for Pancho's Promise. And at that time, that business had no repercussions. But now, thanks to this bill, criminal negligence will be added to the existing animal cruelty statute, finally providing justice for families whose pets are abused in this way. We do want to bring in one of the lawmakers championing for these pet protections, Texas State Representative Claudia Ordaz. Appreciate you being here, and tell me more about your personal connection with this new law. What went through your mind when you heard about what happened to Pancho?
Yeah, this is just giving me goosebumps. I mean, we heard so many gut-wrenching stories, and Pancho's law at the end of the day is about justice for our pets, for the families who love them. We know that these pets are not just pets, they're part of our family. And so many families just suffered without any recourse. And so we're so thankful that finally we have a law that closes this dangerous loophole and finally will hold these bad actors accountable.
Yeah, what was actually found at the end of the investigation? What happened to Pancho at that doggy daycare?
And that's what's so sad. I mean, so many of us trust. I mean, I'm a pet owner myself, and when you take your pet to a groomer, you feel like it's a credible organization, but sometimes it's not. And sadly, Pancho, this beautiful black lab, was dropped off at a groomer's and was just never came home again. And there were nothing but excuses after excuse, and sadly, his body was found in a dumpster nearby. Similar to another story in Austin. I mean, there's so many of these stories where just dogs go missing. When I first started this work back in 2018, two constituents of mine, they were getting married, and on their wedding day, their dog, Zia, died from all the injuries it sustained from a groomer, a little schnauzer. And so it was just devastating. Once we started doing this work, just a flood of people talking about all of their experiences dealing with bad groomers. I mean, it's an unregulated industry, a lot of them small businesses, so it's a difficult balance. But when we did the research, an estimated 80% of animal welfare attorneys in Texas said involved pet grooming incidents.
Wow. Okay, so we're not just talking about daycare facilities, it's grooming specifically. That seems to be the common thread. Is that correct?
It's all kind of in a lump sum, whether it's these daycare facilities, whether it's grooming facilities. But again, it's all just kind of in this unregulated.
Yeah. And how common is the abuse, and what does this new law mean now in terms of repercussions for businesses when something like this happens?
Yeah, so it's a little difficult. So you have a lot of these groomers that are, untrained. I mean, you and I could pick up a pair of scissors today and start working on a pet without any training, without any licensing. It's an unregulated industry in the state of Texas. And so, I mean, so many of these cases happen, especially when you're dealing with pets with, different personalities. And so the way that the law works is you have to knowingly and intentionally know that you are going to hurt this animal. So it was very hard to prosecute these cases. So now with Pancho's law, we are finally able to close that dangerous loophole and bring justice to a lot of these unfortunate and sad stories.
All right. Texas State Representative Claudia Ordaz, really appreciate you coming on this tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.